Shalom, shalom. I come to you in the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua. Ka'Allah, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS. Salutations to you brothers that's doing this truth for sincerely and not for vain glory. All right? We've been telling y'all for a very long time, man. We've been telling y'all for a very long time, man, that these people are into some demonic SHIT, man. All right? I'm going to get right to it, man. I represent the Shepherds of Berea camp. All right? The Shepherds of Brooklyn camp, man. My name is Priest Taiwan Mayum, and I'm going to go right into it, man.
Queensland Parliament. The state government announced the proposed legislation today. It's in part due to the stabbing of a police dog during an arrest in Brisbane last year. Recent outages have shown how just one...
Y'all seen that? Did y'all see that? Did y'all see that? Did y'all see that, man? This is what we've been telling y'all, man. These people are not playing fair. They're operating in a system of witchcraft, man. We've been telling you this for a very long time. Now, there goes an actual... This happened on live TV. All right? So everything that's done in darkness will come to light. Ka'Allah Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. We've been telling y'all, man. Through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, we've been right. This is the book of Luke 12:1. In the meantime, when there were gathered together an innumerable multitude of people, insomuch that they trod one upon another, he began to say unto the disciples, first of all, beware ye of the leaven of the Pharisees, which is hypocrisy. You see? Now, these people operate in a system of hypocrisy, all right? They tell us, right, that we cannot serve the Lord. But meanwhile, they are serving Satan. You see that? They can't cover it up. And they use they operate in the spirit of hypocrisy. And all these celebrities, they tapped into it. See? This is why America think they so big and bad. Because they actually you got them niggas is levitating, man. Behind closed doors, them niggas is levitating. Their eyes is rolling the back of their head, okay? Changing colors, shooting laser beams out their goddamn. You don't know what that type of demonic possession these people are under, man. And this is why we tell you people, man, don't play these games with them, man. We tell you that. Verse 2, for there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed. See? They can't hide it. You see? They're being exposed. They being exposed. They being revealed, man. They do this witchcraft in their politics. In their news, while they're projecting other images behind closed doors, they are dealing with witchcraft, man. They do it in their economic system. This is what y'all don't understand, man. For there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known. So it's coming to the light. Here it is, 2021. So does that mean that we've been right? Yes. You dudes want to talk about melanin. You dudes want to talk about Moorish science, changing your social status. These devils is dealing with witchcraft, man. And they being exposed. Can't cover it up. Verse 3, therefore, whatsoever ye have spoken in darkness shall be heard in the light. You see? Now, how did that news feed go into some damn demonic stuff, man? That was the Lord showing brothers we on the right track. That was the Lord, man. Through their technology, through their cameras everywhere, through their internet, they're going to expose themselves, man. That's beautiful, man. And what ye and that which ye have spoken in the air and closets shall be proclaimed upon the housetops. You see? So everybody's going to get exposed. Everybody going to get exposed. That's why it's best to live a righteous life. These devils is getting exposed right before your eyes, man. Look at this clown. Look at this clown. Brother Polite. Remember him? Remember one time we was preaching, he hopped out. He was in a black, I think, Tahoe truck or Escalade. And he hopped out. He said, yo, man, y'all brothers don't want me to get at y'all. Yo, man, yo, man, don't let me get out this car. I'm going to expose you. No, the Most High exposed you. You damn pedophile. Sexual battery. Taking your daughter to the clubs. Taking your girlfriend's daughter, 14-year-old daughter, to the clubs. That's what you was doing? Hanging out with little girls, taking them to the clubs? He was given permission by his girlfriend to take her daughter to an after party in a Miami nightclub. But when they realized the nightclub was closed, Nowak reportedly took the teenage girl to his hotel. How do you say, okay, well, the club is closed. Well, you know, let's go to my hotel. That's like you taking a kid to a playground and saying, oh, the playground is closed. Well, how about you come with me to a crack house? You're getting exposed, dude. Running your damn mouth, man. And we've been telling y'all for the longest, man, Satan has actual physical demons working for him, man. Revelation 12:9. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He got the whole world deceived and gassed. They are gassed. They think this man really got to his riches based on all about slavery. No. Slavery played a major part, but this man tapped into Satan, witchcraft. He got all access to that. You see that? Which deceives the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. His angels, man, was cast out with him. So do you understand what that means, man? This devil is out here with his counterparts, man. This is not a joke. This thing that we are going through right now with this whole jab, this thing is very serious, man. Very serious. Let's go into it, the blue of the Bible. This is what it says for angel, for that verse, 12:9, right? It says a messenger, especially an angel by implication, a messengers. So these are messengers, a messenger, an envoy, okay? An envoy. This is what we've been telling you, man, that these people are tapped in. They operating. Let's look what the word envoy means. It says a representative. Satan got his own representatives of a government, okay? And they operate in rank. Do y'all know that these demons and these people operate in rank? They got captains. They got chiefs, chief demons. They got captains, sergeants. This ain't no joke. This ain't no joke. This dude got a demonic army, bro. He has an actual priesthood. A representative of a government who is sent on a special diplomatic mission. And they were sent what? To deceive the weak, the feeble. This is what y'all don't understand. They had a movie on that. I don't know if y'all ever seen it, but I suggest you see it. And I mentioned it a lot, okay? All right, it's a movie called Ready or Not. All right, it came out in 2019. All right? This thing is no joke, man. These people, what happened was, she was going to marry the son, and what happened was, the whole fucking family was a damn bunch of demon worshipers, man.
We're going to start the count. Good luck. believe that in half an hour, I will be a part of the Ladomus Gaming Dynasty Empire?
Dominion, we prefer Dominion.
Check that out. She was marrying this guy that was part of a gaming empire. But really, there was a bunch of witches, man. They was actually messengers and part of Satan's army.
I honestly can't wait to be a part of your family.
There's just one more thing, and then you are officially part of the family. So, at midnight, you have to play a game.
Why
It's just something we do when someone new joins the family.
a game? What game? Hide
You
and
see, and it show you that what it goes. It show you that they got their riches, right? They got their riches through what? What they was going to do to this young girl? They was going to sacrifice her. So this devil operates in a hidden way. But now the Most High is exposing them. They operate in a spirit of concealment. Let's go into that. Conceal. To keep from being observed or discovered. So they operate in the shadows. But the Most High is using all their technology to expose them. All their operations. All their witchcraft is being exposed. This is why we tell you people, man, to come into this truth while you're still able to, man. They hide. They act like, oh, we got the yachts. We live in the good life. We on TV, but they are practicing witchcraft, man. Check this out, concealment. They camouflage. They blend in. They look like they regular people, man. But they're not. Let's go into it. Ephesians 6:10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of Yahushua, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil, the trickery, the wiles. He's a trickster. This is what he do, man. It says what? For we wrestle not against flesh and blood. So see, if you really think, right? Check this out. If you are ignorant or dumb to Satan's witchcraft and how he gets down, then guess what? Then you losing the battle. If you believe the words that the prophets are saying from the apostles of GMS on down, then you are losing the battle already, bro. Oh man, I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that spookism. That's because you don't know nothing, man. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities. Principalities, you see that? Against powers. Against the rulers of the darkness of this world. They have a stronghold on the news. They have a stronghold on the media, the politics, the economics. Against spiritual wickedness in high places. So what you seen in that video was that spiritual wickedness in high places, man. That wasn't supposed to be shown. And watch, they try to say, oh, no, it wasn't like that, or it was edited. Stop it, bro. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day. And we are in the evil days. And having done all to stand. All right. So you got to do everything in your power to make sure you be able to stand. Most people are going to bow down, submit themselves to Satan, man. And there's nothing new under the sun. This devil been in the witchcraft. He been into that. Oh, you won't believe me? Let's get it. Ecclesiastes 1:9. That the thing that have been, it is that which shall be. And that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun. These devils been tapped into witchcraft. And it's in the Bible. It's in the Bible. Let's get it. This is book of Exodus. Check this out. 7:7. Let's go there. And Moses was 80 years old, and Aaron 80 years old, when they spake unto Pharaoh All right. So when this whole process started with Moses having these encounters with Pharaoh after he realized who he was in the priesthood, right? They was old men. They was old men. Moses was 80 years old and Aaron was 83. You got niggas in the hood getting killed at goddamn 18, 17, man. This is madness, man. Verse 8, and the Lord spake unto Moses and unto Aaron, saying, when Pharaoh shall speak unto you, saying, show a miracle for you, then thou shalt say unto Aaron, take thy rod, and cast it before Pharaoh, and it shall become a serpent. Oh, that's witchcraft. Oh, that ain't right. That's sorcery. This whole Bible is about is about spirituality, man, and things that goes outside the norm. An actual rod turned into a serpent, man. And the Most High told him to do that. And Moses and Aaron went unto Pharaoh, and they did so as the Lord had commanded. And Aaron cast down his rod before Pharaoh and before his servants. You see? So it was always witches and warlocks back then that operated in a system of wickedness. And it became a serpent. Then Pharaoh also called the wise man and the sorcerers, now the magicians of Egypt. So it's nothing new under the sun. They're back here again in America. We just seen it. They also did in like manner with their enchantments. So they was able to tap into those enchantments, man. Okay? They was able to do that. Okay? And I'm going to keep reading. It says, for they cast down every man his rod, and they became serpents. But Aaron's rod swallowed up their rod. So the point of the matter is that what? Our spirituality conquers their spirituality. That one snake ate up both of these snakes. And then that snake turned back into a rod again. So these people they was operating on the left-hand side of Satan. And he hardened Pharaoh's heart, that he hearkened not unto them as the Lord have said. So, brothers, when we going out on the highways and byways, we casting forth our rod. We showing Satan. They know what time it is, bro. They know who we tapped into. They scared. But their hearts get more hardened. And the Lord said unto Moses, Pharaoh's heart is hardened. He refused to let thy people go. All right? I'm going to jump to verse 19 to show you, because this is not no joke. Verse 19, and the same verse, same chapter. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying unto Aaron, take thy rod and stretch out thy hand upon the waters of Egypt, upon their streams, upon their rivers, upon their ponds, upon all their pools of water, that they may become blood, and that there may be blood throughout all the land of Egypt, both in vessels of wood and in vessels of stone. So y'all don't understand this whole jab thing. They don't want you to come across the prophets. They scaring you. Stay at home. If you don't get this, you're not going to have access to this. They scaring you. They want you to be focused on their media all day and all this death and destruction. They don't want you to be focused on us. As soon as that thing happened in Haiti, these niggas came with another attack. Afghan. More issues, more problems, trying to keep you distracted because they're using witchcraft. Okay? That they may become blood, and that there may be blood throughout all the land of Egypt, both in vessels of wood and in vessels of stone. So it was blood everywhere. So what they trying to do is match our power for power. What we doing? Verse 20, and Moses and Aaron did so as the Lord commanded, and he lifted up the rod and smote the waters that were in the river in the sight of Pharaoh. So Pharaoh seen it. And in the sight of the servants, and all the waters that were in the river were turned to blood. And this is not voodoo. This is righteousness power. This is power on the right-hand side. These was acts that the Most High put through men to use to show his power. You see? It says, verse 21, and the fish that were in the river died, the river stank, and the Egyptians could not drink of the water of the river, and there was blood throughout all the land of Egypt. All this killing going on. And the magicians of Egypt did so with their enchantments, you see? So you see the hypocrisy? They don't want us to serve the Lord. If you talk about praying and fasting and reading the Bible, they'll block your video. But meanwhile, they over there talking about hell, Satan. You see it? You see? Hypocrisy is only able to work before the people. See, we knew through the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua what y'all been doing. And y'all being exposed for that. And the magicians of Egypt did so with their enchantments, and Pharaoh's heart was hardened, neither did he hearken unto them as the Lord has said. So they was able to do, I think, maybe like the first three acts of righteousness, of spiritual powers. But after that, the Most High just kicked that thing in warp speed, man. Now I'm going to jump to verse 8. All right, y'all brothers stay along. Don't get tired. Exodus 8 and 5. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying unto Aaron, stretch forth thy hand with thy rod over the streams, over the rivers, and over the ponds, and cause frogs to come up upon the land of Egypt. And Aaron stretched out his hand over the water of Egypt, and the frogs came up and covered the land of Egypt. And the magicians did so with their enchantment, and brought up frogs upon the land of Egypt. So these dudes, 3 is understanding. So we understand that these dudes was able to tap into a whole demonic entity and was able to mimic. The Most High showed brothers what they was able to do. To the point where even if it meant messing up Egypt, right? They was actually hurting Egypt too, because they was bringing up frogs. So they trying to mimic what we doing, but it's bringing down their society. They're trying to mimic us putting blood and violence on the street and is affecting their society. But they don't care. As long as they could go blow for blow with us, they willing to do it, even if it means that it's going to bring down their society, even if it means it's going to expose them. Their hearts are so hardened. Check that out, brothers. It says, on 8, then Pharaoh called for Moses and Aaron and said, entreat the Lord that he may take away the frogs from me. Hold up. And from my people, and I will let the people go, that they may do sacrifice unto the Lord. So hold up. So you mean to tell me that your magicians, your warlocks, was able to manifest frogs to match what we got to do, but y'all can't put it down? That lets you know, brothers and sisters, what we are part of is way stronger than what they got going on. He had to ask us to get rid of the frogs. Verse 9, and Moses said unto Pharaoh, glory over me. When shall I entreat for thee and for thy servants and for thy people to destroy the frogs from thee and thy houses, that they may remain in the river only? So he said, yo, I'm going to do it. And he said tomorrow, and he said, be it according to thy word, that thou mayest know that there is none like unto the Lord our God. And the frogs shall depart from thee and from the houses and from thy servants and from thy people, and they shall remain in the river only. Well, how come the magicians, them warlocks wasn't able to do that? See, they getting fatigued. And the frogs shall depart from thee and from the houses and from thy servants and from thy people, and they shall remain in the river only. And Moses and Aaron went out from Pharaoh, and Moses cried unto the Lord because of the frogs which he had brought against Pharaoh. And the Lord did according to the word of Moses, and the frogs died out of the houses, out of the village, and out of the fields. And they gathered them together upon heaps, and the land stank. But when Pharaoh saw that there was respite, he hardened his heart. He hardened his heart. And hearkened not unto them as the Lord has said. And the Lord said unto Moses, say unto Aaron, stretch out thy rod and smite the dust of the land, that it became lice throughout all the land of Egypt. And it just got worse, worse, and worse. And the magicians could not keep up. It tells you that. And they did so. And for Aaron stretched out his hand with his rod and smote the dust of the earth, and it became lice in men and in beasts, and all the dust of the land became lice throughout all the land of Egypt. And the magicians did so with their enchantments to bring forth lice, but they could not. So there were lice upon man and upon beasts. So they could not even mimic that. They could not even mimic that. It tells you, let me get that precept real quick. Sirach 34, 33, Salakia, 33, and I'm going to 14 through 15. Check this out, man. This is not no joke, man. Good is set against evil. So what was going on is that they was able to deal with their sorcery, and we had what? Spiritual powers, which was on the righteous side. Good is set against evil and life against death. So was the godly against the sinner. And the sinner against the godly. So it was Moses and Aaron versus who? Jannes and Jambres. And they priesthood. So look upon all the works of the Most High, and there are 2 and 2, one against another. So who was the men that Moses and them had to go against? Check it out. 2 Timothy 3 and 6 to 8. It says, for of this sort are they which creep into houses and lead captive silly women laden with sins, led away with diverse lusts. You see that? So this evilness, this wickedness is coming what? Into people's households. As long as it's presented and packaged a certain way, guess what? Who's around the babies? The women. But they are laden with sins. And they silly because they believe everything. They think everything is good for them. So they'll watch cartoons. And these cartoons are giving of wild frequencies and vibrations in the house. They think everything, oh, it's just a cartoon. It ain't nothing. Oh, just a little dance they doing. Oh, just a dance. Meanwhile, your son doing a damn Egyptian dance. Oh, it's just a TikTok video. It ain't nothing. They don't understand the wiles and trickery of Satan, man. This man is calculated, man. They even got them apps on your phone where, females like to make their man look like a woman. Got them algorithms that do that, man. So ever learning, see, and that's the spirit that's out here right now, man. Dudes is always learning. Always learning. Check that out, man. They really always get, oh, I'm into this now. I'm into that. Meanwhile, these devils is staying on top of what they supposed to be doing. While you Negroes is partying, while you dudes is stressing out at work, these dudes is hell Satan. Right there in camera. And never able to come to the knowledge of the truth. They're not able to come to the knowledge of the truth, man. Just like who? Now was Jannes and Jambres. These were the two main characters. The top of demonic priesthood withstood Moses during the time of Exodus. So do these also resist the truth. These dudes was fighting blow for blow. And Moses and Aaron was operating in the spirit of truth. These was men of corrupt minds, reprobate concerning the faith. They was losers. They was losers. Okay? Let me get a precept. Isaiah 47, okay, verses 10 through 14. Okay? It says, Isaiah 47 and 10, for thou hast trusted in thy wickedness. You see? Jannes and Jambres, these witches, they trust in their wickedness. Thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee. You see? All that wisdom, all that sorcery, it perverted you. And thou hast said in thy heart, I am, and none else besides me. You actually thought you was a power. Therefore shall evil come upon thee. Thou shalt not know from whence it riseth, and mischief shall fall upon thee. Thou shalt not be able to put it off. And desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. And when you go into Exodus, man, the Most High just opened up a can of whip ass on them, man. And he gonna do it to America. Stand now with thy enchantments. You know what that means? Keep that same energy. Deal with them witchcrafts. Gravitate to them burning pentagrams. Gravitate to that. And with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. So they've been doing this from their youth. If so be thou shalt be able to profit, if so be thou mayest prevail. Thou art worried in the multitude of thy counsels. You see? You're getting tired. You're getting weak. You're getting sloppy, Esau. Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee. Same thing that happened in Egypt. Let Jannes and Jambres save you. Behold, they shall be as stubble, and the fire shall burn them. They shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame. There shall not be a coal to warm at, nor fire to sit before them. You see that? So that's serious, man. I want to go into the meaning of Jannes' name. Okay, let's go into that. All right, these are the gods. These are the demonic priesthood.
Strong's G 2389. Yanes. Yanes.
Giannis. Don't that sound like Giannis Antetokounmpo? It says he vexed. He and Jambres was two Egyptian magicians who, in the presence of Pharaoh, imitated the miracles of Aaron in order to destroy his influence with the king. The author of the epistles derived. So, see, so they was set up, and they doing it again. And it says he's vexed. Guess who you vexing, bozo? You vexing the Most High, man. I want to go into the meaning of Jambres' name. You know, search the scriptures, man. You know, let's go into it. Jambres.
Strong's G 2387. Yambres. Yambres.
Check that out. Foamy healer. He was a foamy healer. All right? These were these guys. These were these wicked magi's, man. These was foamy healers, man. All right? That's what that means, man. The Most High sees what you people are doing, man. Okay? And I'm gonna get that. Sirach 23, and I'm gonna go right to the point. And 19. It says, such a man only feareth the eyes of men, and knoweth not that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. Because everything you doing is being exposed. When you think that you moving funny style and you lying to brothers and you being deceptive, hey, the Most High sees everything you doing, man. Everything. Ain't nothing hid, man. Ain't a goddamn thing hid. Okay? Ain't nothing hid. It says, and knoweth not that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of man, considering the most secret part. So the Most High sees everything you wicked bastards are doing with your jab. He's going to expose you. Verse 20, he knew all things He knew all things ever they were created. So also after they were perfected, he looked upon them all. So the Most High knew everything from the creation of time. Everything. He know all your tricks. He know all your science. He know all your witchcraft, man. And you can't cover it up. You already try to do it. Then you get exposed before. Genesis 4:7. If thou doest well, shalt thou not be accepted? And if thou doest not well, sin lieth at the door. See, and all you got is death lying at your door, my man. The wages of sin is death. You got death lying at your door, bro. What's coming to America is going to be death. Because these people are bringing it to them. And unto thee shall be his desire, and thou shalt rule over him. You see? And Cain talked with Abel his brother. And it came to pass, when they were in the field, that Cain rose up against Abel his brother and slew him. This was the first murder, bro. Y'all brothers know this? Cain was the first person to catch a homicide, man. This was the first 48. The very first homie happened by these devils, man. And guess what? It's not about color, it's their actions, bro. Now, we do use color as an indicator, but that's not the end all be all, okay? Verse 9, and the Lord said unto Cain, where is Abel, thy brother? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper? Remember that word I went to, concealment? He tried to hide it. He tried to hide it. Like the Most High eyes wasn't 10,000 times brighter than the sun. Verse 10, and he said, what hast thou done? The voice of thy brother blood crieth unto me from the ground. Check that out. So you did all that hiding, all that stuff, and you still got exposed. You got exposed. You didn't want us to see that witchcraft being played on the news. While you trying to project images, what you're doing behind closed doors, and they do that through the TVs, they do that through the apps, they do that through the music that you listen to. Check this out.
Truth, tell me exactly what happened.
Said he was drunk, and I ain't gonna lie, I was in the car when he was shooting.
So you're saying Said actually shot?
His first version was that Cedric stuck the gun out the window while he's driving and was shooting at the victims as they chased him down the street.
See, the Most High interrogated you like this, and you was lying. You was trying to conceal things.
The gun had been fired from the passenger side of the vehicle.
And the Most High knew you was lying the whole time because your brother Abel Blood was talking to him.
The physical evidence on the street does not match up with the driver of your car shooting.
And it didn't make sense when you said, oh, am I my brother's keeper? Am I my brother's keeper? It didn't make sense. What your story wasn't adding up.
That's where we're at.
I'm gonna tell you straight up, man. I was driving. I was driving.
And what, Cedric was shooting from the passenger side?
Yes.
You lying.
No. That's not true either.
Duggan decided to try a different approach. He brought up the victim, Michael Hudson, hoping to appeal to Eric's emotional side.
2 people were shot. 1 died. Left behind several brothers and sisters.
I know who he is. His brother died 6 months ago.
Sure did.
His name Marcus, and the one I shot his name Mike.
The one I shot was Michael.
You see? You see? You a demon, E, so you're going to get exposed. All right? You a killer. You a murderer. You a liar. You an adulterer. You a drug dealer. You a witch. You a warlock. You are the worst of the worst. You're a scumbag. 1 John 3 and 10. In this, the children of God are manifest, are shown, and the children of the devil. You see? Children of the devil. They could look like so-called African Americans. They could look like Asians. They could look like white people, so-called Caucasians. They could look like so-called Africans. Whosoever doeth not righteousness is not of God. So if you're not of God, then you're of the devil. Operating in a system of righteousness shows you if you are a child of the Most High. Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Neither he that loveth not his brother. Okay? He didn't love his brother. For this is the message that ye heard from the beginning, that we should love one another, not as Cain, not as these witches and warlocks, not as Cain, who was of that wicked one, who slew his brother. They was from the same mother, same father. What made him wicked was his actions. And wherefore slew he him? Because his own works were evil. Now, the reason why we gravitate to the so-called white man, because look what they did during the time of slavery. We understand, though, through those actions, they was from the seed of Satan, and their children are also. Because his own works were evil, and his brother's righteousness. So even though they trying to kill us, guess what? The Most High still look at our work, our body of work, coming up under Yahweh Shai. Understanding who Yahweh Shai is. That's a righteous act, man. And I'm going to end it off right here, man. You're being exposed, Esau. He that sacrifice of a thing wrongfully gotten. Now how do you know if somebody wrongfully gotten something and try to offer a sacrifice? Because the Lord sees everything. His offering is ridiculous. You got to be a fool to think the Lord didn't see what you was doing, King. You got to be a fool to think the Most High don't see what you're doing in your witchcraft. And the gifts of the unjust man are not accepted. You could do all the sacrifices and all the hell Satan and pentagrams and upside down crosses you want. You're not going to be accepted. Verse 19, the Most High is not pleased with the offerings of the wicked, neither is he pacified for the sin by the multitude of sacrifices. You see that? So you could do all the sacrifice you want. You could kidnap kids. You could burn them up. You could do all that stuff, man. You're not going to be accepted. Hey, man, with that being said, man, everything that's done in the darkness will come to light, man. All right, let me see if I got another precept. All right, check this out. This is a beautiful psalm, Psalms 94 and 12. Blessed is the man whom thou chastisest, O Lord, and teaches him out of thy law. So it's a blessing when you come into this truth. Verse 13, that thou mayest give him rest from the days of adversity until the pit be digged for the wicked. You see? The Most High is really digging you a pit, man. You just digging your grave deeper and deeper and deeper. For the Lord will not cast off his people, neither will he forsake his inheritance. You could do all the witchcraft you want. The Lord will never give up on Israel. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers? You see? These people it's right there in your face. Or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity? These people are worshiping Satan, putting curses on us, praying that we die, praying that we get more on drugs, praying that they put up these curses on us. Unless the Lord had been my help, my soul had almost dwelt in silence. You see, the Lord is the reason why brothers could speak up and talk about this, man. Everybody else is being silent about it because the Lord is not dealing with them. When I said my foot slippeth, thy mercies, O Lord, held me up. And when we slipped, the Most High held us up. In the multitude of my thoughts within me, thy comforts delight my soul. Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee? No, which frameth mischief by law. And they do all this witchcraft in a judicial system. They gather themselves together against the soul of the righteous and condemn the innocent blood. That's what they do. That is what they do. But the Lord is my defense, and my God is my rock of my refuge. He shall bring upon them their own iniquity, and shall cut them off of their own wickedness. Yea, the Lord our God shall cut them off. So you're going to be exposed, man, and you're going to be cut off for all your wickedness that you've been doing, man. And none of your sacrifices will ever be accepted. With that being said, Kahala Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Ba'Shem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders of GMS, man. All right? And what's done in darkness will come to the light. We've been telling y'all that, man. These devils are getting exposed. Shalom.